welcome back to another JBLL game 2 for this game day. We are looking at the Tundra vs Clearwater Tide. Clearwater Tide is 2-0 for this season in first seed, but won one of the games due to a forfeit. You have Tundra, who is 1-1, had a strong first game win, 9-5 versus the Lambs. But they then lost 7-4 versus the Montreals. So we will be having a start time. 6:45 will be the start time for this game. So we will. I gotta entertain you guys for a nice 3 minutes. Both this should be an interesting game. Clearwater Tide does have some strong players. You do have, who are they playing in net? They do have top Blazers playing in net. Their first game it was winners 16, but top Blazers was unavailable to play. So you do have some strong players, like I said. You do have top Blazers in net instead of winners 16. You do have uh Text T, you have Red Aiden K, you have Boogie, and you have Dresden A for defense. For the Tundra, you have Milo in net. You have Dr. True, Puppet's Blade, Solo, and Perp as their starting 4 players. They do not have Barrett Family 4 for this game. It seems to be, which is one of the stronger players, in my opinion, but that was so not needed. But we will be having 2 more games tonight, both by we do have 2 nice games tonight. We do have the Rams will be playing again at 8:30 versus the Montreal Monarchs after losing 17-2 versus the Dallas Toros. They should be looking to change something up in their game plan on the way they approach one of the more powerhouses teams. Clearwater and Montreal Monarchs are the 2 powerhouse teams in this league this season so far, player-wise and playmaking-wise. They did have a good first game. Second game was a little rough just because they didn't have the starting players, but they still pulled it off. So we'll see how they perform at 8:30 versus those Rams. And then at 9 o'clock, you have Savannah Solar Bears versus Montreal Monarchs, who are playing back-to-back. And they will be facing Airwax and Mysterious Fist, 2 of the main key players that will be for that Savannah team, versus Oz and Particle, who are 2 powerhouse duos on the Montreal Monarchs. We will be getting this game brought to you by JBLL starting in about 10 seconds here. This could be anybody's game. It looks like Winner 16 is actually playing while Red Aiden K is sitting on the bench. And we will be starting our game. I'm a little confused. I don't know what's going on for TRT. But TRT does win the face-off. He does get it back to the defender. Dr. True looking for that slot pass. Gets their shot. Saved by Top Blazers. Looking for a pass up. Gets the pass. No, he does not. Turns it over to Perp. gets the slot pass shot, and that is a goal by Solo. First of the night, 1-0 Tundra. Alright, now to now to face off. And TOT does win the face off. And you have P1 Tide going up, taking a shot. A P1 shot and saved by the Tundra. Look for the pass. Instant turns it over. Turns it back over the Clearwater Tide. Looking for that pass. Gets the pass off. Shot and scores Resin with his first goal of the night. It is a tie game, 1-1. 2 shots each. Very uh similar game so far. And we will be faced off, and Clearwater Tide does win that face-off, who gets it back to winner 16. Playing his first game of defense, looking for the pass, has it over, stolen back, start off the post, rebound by the Tundra. Turns it back over there quickly to Boogie, to Dresden, taking a try to look for something, but just turns it back over, to the Tide. Looking for the pass, gets there. Looking for the pass to Boogie, successfully gets there, shot, saved by the Tundra. Looking for that pass, gets there. Looking for a lob pass, turns it over to the Tide. Looking up the field, but turns it back over. That was Texty who lost the ball to Dr. True, but Dr. True turns it over to winner 16, up to Vexel. Maybe looking for a shot off the post and in for his first of the night. It is 2-1 Clearwater Tide. .108 left to go. Clearwater is definitely looking like the more dominant team. Now the face-off, and Clearwater Tide wins the face-off. Looking for the pass, gets there. Looking for the slot pass, wide open shot, and he scores. 3-1 Clearwater Tide. Under a minute left to go. They are starting to look like the more offensive team in this game compared to the Tundra, who again is missing their main player, Barrett Family 4. Now we will be facing off with a new center because of Clearwater's FOV, who gets it. Dresden wins the face-off, looking for a P1 stop by Vexel. I don't know what's really going on. Looks like he was AFK for a second. Looking for a pass, gets there. Looking for a shot off the post. Stolen away by the Tide. Looking for a pass up to Dresden. Gets there. Looking for a pass to Boogie, but turns it over. Just aiming it down the field to winner 16. To Dreads. Tries to get it in the slot, but overturns it. 2 players press on the goalie. Tries to get the puppet play, but turns it over to winner 16. Looking for the last minute second shot. Off the post, and that is a save. 3-1 Clearwater. We will be seeing if people want to skip. Clearwater said skip. Oh, never mind. We are not skipping. As we will. Not a face off, and Chandra wins the face off. Who's looking up? Shot and scored. It is 4-2 Clearwater tied after scoring again. And Clearwater tied looks for a shot or a pass, but overturns it. Looking for a shot saved by Top Wages, but turns it back over to CRT, but just turns it right back over to winner 16. Shot and scored Rexel's Hattie of the night. 5-2 Clearwater. I got another face off, and Tundra wins the face off, who does get it back. Looking for the slot pass. They did change the goalie. Dr. True is now in net, and Milo is now playing defense. Quickly turns it over. Looking for that pass up to Vexel. Could not get there. Looking for that slot pass, but quickly just turns it over. Looking for a pass. Gets there. Dredgen shot, and he scores 6-2 Clearwater. Is 1:30 left to go of this half. This game looks like it might be a blowout for the Tundra. And the Tundra do win this faceoff, who gets it back to Milo. Looking up for the pass, turns it over to Winner. Looking for Vexor, but turns it back over to Milo. Going for the long pass to Top Blazers. Looking for the pass, but could not get there. Turns it over to Vexor. Looking for a pass to Dresden. Does not get there in time. Looking for a pass to Milo. Gets there. Shot off the outside post. Looking for the pass. Going up to Vexor. Gets there. Shot and scored. It is 7-2 Clearwater. 45 seconds left to go this half. Does Tundra have what it takes to get themselves back in this game? But Vexor does win the faceoff for the Tide, who gets it back to win a 16, looking for that pass. Gets there, shot, and he scores his hat trick of the night. It is 8-2. Clearwater Tide. 36 seconds left to go. Alright, now the face-off. And Vexor wins the face-off, who gets it back to Winner. Looking for the pass up to Dresden. Gets there. Looking for Vexor. Gets there. Back to Dresden. Taking a shot, and he scores 1 clock. So we're just going to start the face-off because it is a 7-goal deficit. And Tide does win this face-off, who gets it back to Dresden. To Boogie, shot saved by Dr. Twill. And we would not be skipping intermission. It is a Clearwater Tide offensive game entirely. Tundra only has 4 shots and made 2 of them. And we will be skipping because TOT said skip. Okay, now we will be having... I don't care. He made it back. Tundra does win this face-off. Who gets it back to the goalie? Shot! And it is saved. And Clearwater Tide does win this face-off, who does just instantly turns it over to Tundra, but stole it away. And we will just be skipping face-offs because 1 o'clock is back on. And Dresden does win this face-off, who turns it right back over to Tundra, turns it right back over to Dredge, who turns it back over to Puppet's Blade, turns it back over to Dresden, gets it to win a 16, off the post, rebound shot, and Dresden scores his 5th of the night. And Tundra does win his face-off. He was taking it up himself. Shot saved by Top Blazes. Lux got the pass off. Turns it over by the Tundra. Looking for a long shot. Saved by Top Blazes again. Looking for the long shot to Dreads. Came out of net. Looking for the pass. Could not complete. Look, oh my god. Off the crossbar. 2-on-1 shot. And they score. After Clearwater Tide missed an empty netter. Gets it to Dread. Shot. And he scores his 7th of the night. Looking for a shot saved by Top Blazes. Looking up for a possible final shot opportunity. Will Thunder be skipping this quarter? We will be skipping. Wow.
I see a penalty.
And we will be going right back to the action. Shot, and it is saved. Looking for the pass. Gets there. Turns it right back over to Red 8 and K. Looking for the pass to Top Blazes, but could not get there. To Boogie. Looking for... Not to Boogie, I'm sorry. Boogie was trying to get the steal. Tundra does get the grab. Looking for a shot, and he scores his 5th of the night. And Clearwater Tide does win his face-off. Who gets it to Dredge. Looking for the pass, but turns it over. Looking for a possible shot. Gets there. We will be facing off. And Thunder does win his face-off. Boogie does intercept it. Tries to get to Dredgen. Looking for the shot. Blocked. Rebound. Tried to get there, but could not. Shot. Saved by Top Blazes. looking for the pass, gets there. Dresden, shot, and he scores. And Clearwater Tide does win this face-off, but they just instant turn it over, looking just for a pass. Gets it, hit by himself, looking for Perp. Dogways try to come out of his net. Looking for the pass. Pass it, it's a small pass, looking for Vexel, could not get there. In the crease, shot and scored by Dresden for his 9th of the night. And we will just be face off in these last 15 seconds. That doesn't even matter, I'm not gonna lie. And that will be the game. That would be the game. It would be 16-6, Clearwater over Tundra. You know what? I'll bring with a 16 up because Glaive.
I'm the GOAT. I'm just the GOAT.
Do you like the 20 FOBs your team had?
We were doing it on purpose, bro. I hope you know.
Oh, I know.
We just want